Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and good, whatever you worship, wherever you are. And but here I think it's evening.
It's evening.
Good evening, once again, and this is the duo today,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. Miss Creamy is in the building.
And I'm here with my big brother, CY.
Bam. And you know what we are doing here today? It's called the Free Talk Podcast.
Yep.
And it's always a time for us to come and deal with issues intellectually, educationally, and spiritually, and emotionally. So we're here to make sure we give you information that's going to help you, and at the same time have fun. That's what we're here to do, and talk freely. So welcome to Free Talk Podcast. I say one free podcast.
Hey.
Welcome to the Free Talk Podcast once again. Creamy, how's your week been?
It's been very awesome. Yesterday was my son's birthday.
Oh, yeah. He told me, he said he was coming over there. I was heading for an event. He said he was coming over there. So how did it go?
It was nice. Went to swim.
Oh, he didn't ask for any team.
The boy is a very, my husband is from Ekiti, so he took after his father's bushness.
Oh.
We carry picking.
He's very prudent.
Enter water. Tire and balloon, tire and everything, we go take flutes.
Really?
He no green enter water. Now I carry him, jump inside the water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we move on with today's topic, of course, August 29 is about to go down.
Yep.
And this is August already. And so many of you
are yet to buy your tickets.
You have not bought your ticket for the Crow Plus Comedy Festival. Listen, I don't know what you people want me to do. Whether you want me to dance. Because these days, I see...
all the advert na dance.
Advert, everybody's dancing.
No, but we fit do am. We fit achieve am.
Okay, so maybe we'll dance. Because that's...
for them.
Just... let me just mumu myself. Just turn to one idiot for you people to buy ticket of $50. I'm not saying buy table, ticket of $50. 29th of August, please. I'm going to put the link in this video. Please go and buy tickets.
Yep.
Imagine all these comedians we are bringing.
They talk about the tickets. What about the app where they go download? That one. What
exactly.
Discount beats that?
Look at the discount we are giving you. Download the Crow Plus TV app from Google Play or Apple Store and subscribe to the premium plan for just $4.99, and you watch the show with that. And somebody is telling me, I'm like, you're going to bring your receipt of subscription to the venue, and we allow you enter. Don't let me talk too much.
And then there are tables. The regular is the $50 that you come in. You want to get a table, reach out to CY. We have tables for VIP, VVIP.
If you want to show yourself.
And if you want to be executive producer, you want to sponsor
anything you want, just let us know. The show starts, door open 7 p.m. Show starts 7. Door open 6 p.m. Show starts 7. So that we can leave there on time. We'll be announcing the after party venue so that we can go have some fun. All right, let's dive in today. Last week, what did you guys talk about? I was not here.
Last week was...
It was a bulalabu.
Last week was a little bit emotional.
Oh, wow.
Because we spoke about a topic that was extremely
very
sensitive.
Close to your heart.
Yes, and unfortunately, that's something that, we don't hear about every time. We spoke about mental health and marriage. Why shut down instead of opening up? We spoke about breaking stigmas and encouraging emotional expression. But we couldn't get to the nitty-gritty of it because it's such a vast...
Yeah, and I know you have a lot to talk about when it comes to this topic. Right before we rolled the camera, you said you have some questions that you want us to address on this show. So, do you mind, throwing it out there?
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to talk about, I want to speak from a woman's perspective.
Right.
Most times when after delivery, pregnancy, then delivery, women go through postpartum. It can go either way depending on the support system that the woman has in that moment. And it can linger for a long time, or it could just be for a short period of time because of anxiety or whatever the case may be.
Yes.
Especially for first-time mom. I remember that during my own time, when I had my son, it was during COVID. There was already a lockdown in between that 9 months I was pregnant.
Right.
And then it was a time of uncertainty. We didn't know what COVID was. Nobody knew how to treat it. People were dying. And then I was pregnant and had diabetes.
Yeah.
So for me, even going to the hospital was scary. Staying at home was also scary because as a pregnant woman, there was a lockdown. Do you want to go to the store? It was just a moment of fear.
And it's like it was just you doing this, man.
Yeah. My husband he was not with me at the time. He was in Nigeria. The lockdown didn't let anyone I was just alone in the house. So imagine the build-up of depression, like Coin said last week, that depression builds up. It's not something that just happens overnight, you know. So that started building up into me having the baby. The one person who then, one of my younger sisters, Essie, who stayed with me at the hospital, they didn't let her go out or come in. She was just with me. It was just two of us. And she herself was a young girl who's never had a child before. And in between, when the baby was born, it was more like, how do I protect this child
from what is happening out
going
here?
On out there? You know, I also needed to heal. If I call, you know how they will do a mugo, somebody will come and clean you up, press your stomach. I didn't have all of that because we were scared.
Wow.
And I was diabetic again. So in between, I was extremely depressed. I was at a point, the baby is crying, I'm healing, I had tear. So they stitched me. I had to take care of myself and take care of the baby. You know, then imagine somebody who is very insensitive was asking me, was rumors spread around saying, oh, I didn't have the baby. I adopted the baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, I'm fat, so my pregnancy did not used to show.
Oh.
One. And two, it was locked down. Nobody saw me.
Okay.
Until I had the baby. They just said, Kemi had given birth.
I mean, do you know the person who spread the rumor?
I know them.
Oh, you know them? And they were close to you?
Yeah. And I just felt like that was rather insensitive.
Did you confront them at any point?
I wanted to. I confronted only one person. And she was like, oh, that wasn't what she meant. It was more like sarcasm, like, and she won't get pregnant. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what you meant. When it came back to me, how I received it in the moment I received it, my mother had died. My mother died 3 months after I had my son. So there's the postpartum depression.
And the whole...
Then there's the death of my mother.
The death of
who
your
was
mom.
Supposed to travel to
come and... Oof.
Then she died. And that broke me. I remember that I was so depressed. I didn't even know I was that depressed until one day I was going to church. This after a year, after the whole burial. I was going to church, and then with my glasses, my eyes were blurry. I couldn't see. And I'm like, why can't I see? I'm like, no, I can't. I'm not going to drive. I go to the hospital. My blood sugar level was reading 580.
Jesus Christ.
So I was a moving time bomb. My blood pressure was high. And then immediately they said, you can't go anywhere. Call somebody to come and pick up your son. Gave me insulin to bring down the
sugar
sugars.
level.
And I remember what the doctor told me verbatim. For our African people, verbatim. Said...
Come on,
we speak the American
we
one.
understand. Come on, you didn't have to do that.
I realize I'm getting too serious.
I'm like, you are saying something serious, and I'm sure some people are already crying.
I don't want to cry. I can't say no.
I'm sure some people are even crying. You're like, huh?
I remember the doctor telling me, she was like, you're too young to go through this kind of mental craziness and bro, sugar level high, blood pressure high, cholesterol high, everything high. Weight high.
They should call you the Royal Highness.
I'm telling you, they can't put one.
Are you Royal Highness?
I'm telling you, they can't put one thing from my hand. Can't write fragile.
Wow. That's you be like package.
I be like package. They put red band from my hand. Fragile. I say shoe. So it was so funny. I was actually making everybody in the hospital laugh.
Oh God.
But it was a reality check for me, and that was why, in between, we never even come to finish. My papa consti die on top. 1 year later, say shoe. So I was very discombobulated. I was in a place of, I was a shipwreck.
Now hear that English, discombobulated.
Yeah. Yes. I heard it from Paula.
Right.
You know Paula now.
Paula teach me that language. Edo people like grammar.
Teach me now.
Edo people like
discombobulated. So I was, my friend, my very close friend, can't get cervical cancer. Can't die. You understand? Now there I just wake up that morning. So the year before my friend died, I can't they shared with her say, "Omo, see what they do me, da 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 da." Now I say, I won't go do consult with a doctor, and then Dr. Cook, Dr. Tuesday Cook, and she was one who advised me to go for a gastric sleeve. At that time, my highest weight was 415. So,
yeah, 415.
Yes, bros. If I want climb staircase, I go think I go. If I climb the staircase, finish. So to climb the staircase, to think about the thing, they give me heart palpitation. When I come climb and finish, you guys give me like 5-10 minutes to gather my strength to move on. You know, so I knew that I was not in the best of my health. And I was just depressed because I found comfort with food. And not just say you eat amala. No, I was talking about snacking. Ice cream. It's not an excuse, people say. And it's not like you're excusing bad behavior, but people grieve however it is that they can grieve. I don't judge people and tell them how to grieve.
Yeah, I understand. But you know, one thing I not to dismiss, you know, like you said, not to excuse bad behavior, but one thing I always remember is it's still a choice.
It's a choice. I agree.
Because if anything happens, it's not going to be put on anybody. Yeah, they might try to blame and say whatever, but it was just about a matter of choice.
I agree.
But so how did you come out of that?
I had a village of people that cared very much about me. In between, I had family issues that were all over social media. We just went rogue. My family members. I mean,
and you also were a Twitter warrior.
You understand?
You were on social media. You're going back and forth. You know,
we're all acting a fool.
You know, so basically, I think what people need is when people are going through those kind of things, you just need support. And even speaking for myself, I also learned, you know, because sometimes going into marriage, nobody tells you these things.
Yep.
As young couples, we got married, myself and my wife, we had a first child. And I didn't know that even during the pregnancy that you need, the woman needs some level of support.
Yes.
They need that companionship, you just being around sometimes. Because, I mean, I thought I'm going out to hustle for this family. Why are you? So one day, my wife she snapped. She was like, "Look, you're not going anywhere. Can you just stay with me?" Because I was like, as I'm coming in, I'm going out. I'm coming in, I'm going out. So she was more or less always alone
at home.
You understand? And in my head, I'm hustling. Well, what's your own thing? I'm going out to do, that thing, that silly ego trip that men be on. But when she snapped, she said, "You're not going anywhere." I mean, it was dramatic, which it was much later I understood that, look, oh, she actually needed me.
But one question for you. After she said that, at what moment did you know that, okay, this is the hard stop here? When she called you, did you immediately say, "Oh, okay, I've heard"? Or what was
No,
your
I
approach to
didn't, because I was like, I need to go where it became something that she messed up my day. I ended up not going to where I wanted to go to. So I was still on my high horse. How dare you? But, it took me, I would say it took me another, it took me my pastor, because my pastor called me, because I had to go to my pastor to talk to him. And he was like, look, she's pregnant. She needs support. She needs, you to be there. Even if you're not doing anything, just, rubbing on her feet or just sit down with her, watch television. It soothes.
Yes.
That was actually what, brought senses into my head.
So after Pastor told you, what did you go and buy flour?
No, I just went.
To
be very honest, I mean, maybe now, but then I just went home. You know that thing we do. A good job. I mean, and she still apologized for how she behaved, which, looking back, I wish I could do better.
But how, after that happened, how did it impact your relationship?
It did, because I understood that, one, because my wife was someone that is not used to sitting in one place. She wants to, because she's a businesswoman, she's an entrepreneur, so she felt tied down. She just didn't know what was happening to her.
Yeah.
So after that, I now understood, okay, that I have to, do in terms of being around, So for me, it changed how I saw women. If it makes sense, because see, when growing up, we were so. See, let me tell you, there's for men that are listening, there's a lot to unlearn, because we saw our parents or uncles or family members how they dealt with their family. How the men, I'm the man. So there was no emotion that was shown or projected.
I agree.
So we saw those things. I'm the man. I heard something so beautiful today. A guy said something on a podcast. He said, women actually, I don't think maybe they know this. He said, women really don't want equality. They want to be seen.
Yes, sir. I want to be heard.
They just want to be.
That's all.
They just want no, he said they want fairness. They don't want to.
We don't want to take over.
He said it's not equal. He said for example, if somebody walks into this room to hurt maybe the both of, let's say an arm robber, a woman is not thinking in her head, let me go and fight. It's you that will go.
Yeah, she's hiding behind her husband.
Because at the end of the day, yes, you say it's equality now. Go, no. That's not what she's talking about. Yep. All they are talking about is fairness. They want fairness.
And to add to that, when we say fairness, to put it in context, I don't know if you saw a video recently going around on Instagram about a man who physically assaulted his wife 4 days after she just had a baby.
I've not stumbled on that yet.
When you said fairness, that struck a nerve, because it's unfair.
Yeah.
To just hit another human being.
Like, it's unfair.
After this human being just had a child.
Right.
Let alone your wife who just gave birth to your child.
Do you understand?
So when you said fairness.
So, yeah, because it's just like, okay, let's be very honest. the guy gave this example. He said someone wants to have a surgery, and the person that knows the job is a woman that can carry out that surgery is a woman. And
Rich.
we have just because we have male doctors,
You automatically just assume the woman cannot do
you understand.
Yeah.
It's fair for you to allow her do it.
do her job. I agree.
That's fairness. It's just fair for you to do it. It's not rocket science. It's not about she wants to show herself.
She's just the best hand in the moment.
We want the best hands to save this man. We are not talking about she's a woman here. No,
Yep.
we want we want to save a life.
I agree.
If a woman can fly a plane more than a man,
Then she
should do it.
I agree.
It's just fair. So for me, that's what I started learning when I got, those things happen, and I'm still learning.
Absolutely.
Every day, I asked my wife, what do you think I can do? Is there anything you...
So see why? You see, sorry that I cut you short, because what you just said overwhelmed me now. You asked your wife, before you asked your wife, you made a mental note to be a better person. And
Right.
every day you want to better yourself. So with that consciousness, you asked your wife, what can you do to make life easy for her? Or what are you doing now that is not comfortable
Right.
with her? You're the 1%.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Of the
so
1%.
I think this happens when you are making the conscious effort to actually make things work and make your marriage great or your relationship, whichever one you're in. That's the only time you would do such things, and vice versa with the woman as well.
Yes.
Because it's not a one-sided thing.
Absolutely.
And that's why, when I hear people, when we talk about marriage as when we talk, I think someone was explaining, he said marriage is not about who is doing what. How did he say? He said it is not who is doing what, is what we are doing. Because sometimes everybody is like, the person was trying to correct, my husband does this. My husband, no, he said, what are you guys doing?
Point.
So you guys have to come to that point of, okay, how do I better this marriage? And marriage only fails when one person actually doesn't want to make effort
Amen.
to change situations
Amen.
or behaviors or
Amen.
certain things that someone is complaining
Amen.
about. I mean, I'm a kind of person because I don't want to say I come from a dysfunctional family. Yeah, I do. And I told myself, when I get married, I want to have a great marriage. And yeah, to be fair, starting out, it wasn't easy. Because as a young man, we learned so many things.
Yep.
So we brought those things still in the marriage, but going into it and growing in it, I discovered that, look, if this thing has to work, I have to. There are sometimes I'm like, look, I'm done with this thing. But at the end of the day, is that what life is? Always quitting, always running.
I
So
agree.
for me, it's just both parties trying to make it work.
Since we started this podcast, I was talking to the producer. I said, I learned a lot on this podcast, even being a host.
Right.
Especially when we are bantering, like we're
Sure.
arguing. And when I go back and watch again, sometimes I ask myself like, okay, I see what CY or what Tosin or what King is trying to say.
Right.
And moving it back into my marriage, it's no news that I was married for a very long time, but it was a distance marriage. My husband was in Nigeria for a very long time before
He was able to come over.
So when he came over, technically we were married for like 8 to 9 years. But when he came over, it's more like we just started the marriage.
Yes. That's when the
real show
of
just
course.
started. So it was now very challenging for us to cohabit with each other, because we only visited each other. We stayed maximum 2 months, 2.5 months, But now living with each other, you see, it was a huge adjustment for me. I'd like to say for me, because I want to own up to something, and I'm sure he's going to watch it. I am somebody who wakes up in the morning. I go to work, pay my bills, come back when I want to come back, do whatever I want. Nobody dey tell me wetin to do. Now my guy don dey house. The first 2 days,
so accountability have to set in.
Yeah, I just dey work out, just dey do it, and I want to do. So he will now come, babe, how far away are you? I'll be like, it was strange. It wasn't like he was monitoring me or he wanted to boss me.
Yeah.
He just felt like that's his responsibility to know where his wife is going to or what his wife is doing. Like, I'm not a robot in this house.
Right, because there's an actual head of the house now.
And then I was so used to doing stuff by myself.
Yeah.
I take the car already and I don't go fix the car. And he's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm here. There's some stuff that don't bother about it. Yes. You want to change the bulb? I'm here. So I've been wired
used
that
to,
way
that single life.
So I talked to my pastor's wife. Like I said, it's always good to have a good village around.
Right.
I talked to my pastor's wife. I said, I know I have a problem. And the problem is called control. I cannot put the remote control down. Hi, what can I do?
What do I do at this point?
Because she has had similar experience where our now pastor, they were in a long distance relationship for like 4 years.
Wow.
Until our pastor came to join her here. And then she was the one, she told me some things to do, of course, and I prayerfully did it. Now, I want to specially thank my husband for the patience that he had.
Chairman. Thank you.
You, as you know me as your younger sister, so you know say I'm stubborn.
I know.
Normally.
No, this one, coconut head.
You know say I'm stubborn. Then, come meet my husband. You know say another different level. Especially with Ekiti man. No. Then especially with the fact that he came, I got pregnant, and the hormones, the rage, the anger. I want to specially thank him publicly on this podcast, because a lot of people don't even know I'm pregnant. But I want to specially thank him. See why? I know this is not exaggeration, and I'm not trying to paint my marriage as though my marriage is the best in the world. I mean, no. This is one of the most challenging pregnancies I've ever had. This man cooks, cleans, does the laundry, wash the car, pick and drop me from work.
Wow.
And he's still working.
Wow.
Bathe my son, pick and drop the boy. He's literally the steward in the house.
At least make we give flower to whom he deserve. Give him his flowers. Why is my guy? You too much. At least these are the kind of things we want to hear from. Because see, Kwimi, sorry for cutting you. I've seen it. I've been seeing a lot of videos on podcasts where it's like women are bashing men these days. So, I mean, when you hear something like this from a woman, to say thank you for what you do and all that. Because every time, now what you're hearing is, these men are this. I'm like, so we don't even have, even me sometimes say,
exaggeration, they too much for this internet where we do so. That's the problem. Everybody do not, honestly, it takes, the reason why I really wanted to really thank him in public, not just in the house, is because one day, this guy was tired. I cannot lie. We live in a townhouse. He don't clean from upstairs to the basement. He don't vacuum, sweep, wash the bathroom. There are 3 bathrooms.
Wow.
2 bathrooms upstairs, one in the basement, then one in the main level. He don't wash all the bathroom, wash plates, mop floor, shine the wood. He don't do everything. Cook Matthew food, don't carry Matthew go school. And then he called off that day because he was tired. And then again, I just fell sick. To rush me to the hospital. bring me back home, give me food, massage my leg. I can't doze off for chair. When I opened my eye, I saw him sleeping. They said there's sleep, then there's I am tired. Sleep. I just entered the kitchen, just go cook for him. When he woke up, what did you do? Why did you cook? Are you okay? I said, I'm fine. I just wanted to do something for you. And honestly speaking, I have never seen my husband cry before. He cried away. He touched him. And I just wanted to really appreciate him. Because I peace for body one day because I did vomit. You know, it takes another level of love to carry me, clean me, enter the bathroom, remove the underwear, hand wash am. Nobody say put her inside washer, and wash am, dry am, bath me, put me back. No. I don't vomit for him body. I really want to appreciate him. Please help me to thank him.
Baba, no worry. We will celebrate you when that time comes.
He knows I'm stubborn, so for me to say
we will celebrate you very well, because we need to start hearing this from a lot of our women. And please, you know, because we don't normally hear a lot of women come out to say this about their men, whether you're married or you're dating. You know, please let's learn to do this, because what it will do is it's going to encourage marriage and encourage some people also to start thinking of, have a rethink on how they treat their spouses. Because sometimes if we don't hear these good things, because all we are hearing is
bad
men are scum. Man, there's this lady I had to unfollow. She's my friend, but I had to unfollow her on Instagram, because all she kept posting was, all her videos is how a man is maltreating a woman, you know, kill this one, this man killed this girl again. I'm like, so there is nobody that actually has done good to a woman that you know.
And I can say this, in the last 10 years, yes, there are deadbeat dads, and there are guys who are very evil out there,
some crazy human beings,
crazy people. But I can tell you for a fact that with this whole awareness, bro, half of the time now mental health disorder they worry people.
A lot of men, I'm telling you, a lot of people have that mental problem, but I think, you know, most especially in our community, we shy away from it. You know,
and it's so difficult to acknowledge the truth that you have a mental health issue that needs you to take care of. Go for mental health evaluation and go for therapy if you need to, because half of the time, either on the male side or on the female side, you're just triggering each other. It's not like there's anything that is it's not as if it's not fixable. Yes, thank you. It's just you knowing what triggers you and how to control your triggers. Now, for example, I cannot really, they asked you one question. I said, I cannot really comprehend how someone is in an abusive relationship and cannot opt out and leave. You know, and you were correcting me that, you know, you were giving me reasons, and I'm still. So because let me ask it again so you can reiterate it today. Because I can't really understand.
So it's like we myself and producer was telling you, it's most of it is culture. Then the other one is religion, and what's the other one we talked about? The fear of the unknown. Now the question she asked was, a woman, or even sometimes men, that they are in abusive marriages, whether physical or mentally or otherwise, you know, and you are being abused and you are still there. You
cannot just up and leave.
Some people, because they are like, my tradition, we don't divorce, or we don't leave our husband or wives home, whatever. The other one is my church. You know, as a Christian, I can't do this. The other one is, I just don't know how to start. Some people can't stay alone.
Is that not mental health disorder?
Yeah, you're right. Some people. So, I was talking to this lady. She keeps getting into relationships.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you stay alone for like 1 year?
No. Just remember
Discover yourself. Know yourself. Enjoy life first. Because you're always jumping. So I think some people have daddy issues when it comes to the lady. The guys have mommy issues. So they always want somebody to.
You know, so you don't they enter the place where me go so start with the fact. After you go say I stubborn.
Waiting, I talk now.
You see, some people have daddy and mom. Bro, that is old.
No, but that's true. It's
old.
Old as.
See, what I mean is old is more like we've been hearing nothing from Jesus from.
Boy, it's a reality.
I'm not saying it's not a reality. I'm just saying, like, okay, your father, your mother beats you, so you don't have any cane I chop.
No, it's not about beating.
It's what?
So some people probably never had their mother in their life. You understand? They didn't have their mother or parents in their life. Their father or their mother in their life, so they miss that aspect. So when they have, let's say
what
guy
aspect?
So let's say the guy's mother never was there, and they meet a girl, they will, no matter what that girl does, they will always want her around. The same thing with the guy and the girl. You will see a girl is going through so much abuse because the dad left the mother when they were very young, and and she meets this guy that is just saying I love you, and I love you, and then you are stupid, and he's like, she'll be the one apologizing. I'm sorry.
Question for you. A couple of episodes ago, you gave us clear scenario of you gave us a snippet of an event that happened in your life personally when you were younger, with your mom and your stepdad, and your father not being in your life. Are you moving back, fast forward to 2025?
They use my own this thing again.
Yes.
So this is for me. What really, I don't know. Maybe I'm a different me. But what happened? What helped me was this. I would say it's church, because my pastor is someone. I don't know if I told you. I was always looking for sympathy. I was always there's nobody to help me. So I met my pastor, and he told me, young man, nobody's going to help you. Nobody's coming to help you. He said the only help is God and you. And first of all, he has given you everything to live life. So he started telling me who I am in Christ. He started showing me via the word of God, and also telling me, look, okay, get up, and nobody's coming. And
then were you receptive?
Yeah, so okay. I started seeing it for myself. So it built my confidence. So as a matter of fact, when I wanted to move out of my mom's house, she was like, where are you going? I mean, because I wanted to be a man of my own. I think for me, early, I discovered that I could take care of myself because of my pastor, the things he told me.
Right.
Because he didn't pamper me, he didn't pet me. He gave it to me straight. He said nobody is coming to help you. Straight up.
But you see, you said something that is very key for me. He mentored you, and as a mentee, you received that mentorship and followed through those things he told you. We live in a world where everybody moves with all manner of defense mechanism. Everybody has built
now, right?
Right now, where you need help, and you have a group of people or a village that's ready to help you. And whilst they are trying to help you, you're so defensive that you can't see that this is the help we're trying to give you, or whatever advice that they're trying to give you. You keep hiding under the narrative of, my father was not in my life, my mother was not in your life, my sister was not. Hello, somebody.
I think, anyway, shout out. Let me give a shout out to my pastor, Pastor Felix Osiadi. Love you, man. Thank you, sir, for, So I think for some people, it's because of the fact that some people don't want to unlearn.
That's my point.
And at that point in time, there's nothing you can do.
So now you carry your baggage into enter a relationship.
Or marriage itself.
Physically or mentally or emotionally abusing. This is both on the male and female side.
Yes.
This is not on any gender.
Or being abused.
So when does the cycle break? I feel like at a point in life, as much as we want to pin, a lot of things on my background or your background as a human being, there comes a time where accountability has to step in.
I think it starts with you accepting that
you need help.
Or you have to let all that go. Some people don't want to let it go. they still always bring it up. There's a story of someone I don't want to talk because I know the person is going to watch, and she would not want this to.
I mean, you're not putting her name or his name.
No. She would. I don't want to go there, but it's this thing of, and again, some people think they are intelligent. They are too smart. I'm telling you, and there's a young girl I'm mentoring right now.
Mm-hmm.
She literally called me. She said, Uncle Siwa, I want you to be a father figure in my life because her dad, divorced, and that is some, it's not really, And one thing I always tell her, I said, stop seeing him as the enemy. The day you stop doing that, that's when your healing starts. Well, once you keep seeing him as that, deadbeats, crazy, you will always think that you need him.
Yep.
So let whatever happen between you and besides, it didn't happen to you, it was your mom. So why are you taking up somebody's fight? Why are you carrying somebody's battle on your head? And then you're like, I said, listen, me coming in, stepping in, I'm not really taking that role. I can't be your father figure. You have a father. It's a different thing if he was late.
Yeah.
But I'm only I want to, point you to the direction where it will create a pathway for you to go back to him and build something. Because sometimes, look, men, we have ego. And most especially when it looks like, yes, he might be wrong, but your actions will bring him back.
And how?
Or push him away.
I agree.
So what you're doing is pushing him away because he's like, okay, they brainwashed you. So you go, but guess what? You are hurting now because you're like, I wish he was in my life.
Yeah,
I wish he was in my
absent
life.
And all that.
And because of that, she made a mistake. She made a mistake. You understand what I mean?
Yep, I do.
She made a mistake because she was looking for succor from some other person. And that led to something that she really, So sometimes we have to understand that, look, I need to let this thing go. So
I can move on with my life.
I'm telling you. So at the end of the day, man, we've said so many things on this.
We've said so many things, honestly.
We've gone from mental, which still ties back to the mental, this thing, which you said that, look, people need to go do evaluations. I think it should be a recommendation.
It should
in
be.
church, before you marry.
Before you marry, they should go and check your mental state and be sure that you don't have bipolar or schizophrenic disorder.
And I think some churches do. The one I know churches do is these what do they call it? Genotype now.
They should take it a step further.
Because I know I know of one marriage that was dissolved a week.
Can you imagine?
Because the church demanded that they go do it, so they discovered
You see that thing that God will bless the pastor and whoever.
It caused problem.
That's fine.
The pastor became the enemy.
That's fine. But guess what? He saved the whole generation. I have
yes.
I'm sure Bisola, one of our hosts, that came here a couple of weeks ago. She's my sister, so she recently lost her younger sister. Her younger sister, sickle cell. Recently lost her younger sister, and of course, back in the day, parents didn't. There was not much exposure about So I was just talking about if just speaking generally to one of my younger sisters who is about to be in a relationship, and I said, have you guys gone to check your genotype? And then Bisola was in the background, like hearing what we're saying, and she was like, let them go and check it though. So she was like, is there a need? I said, yes. She said, okay, we'll go and check. They came back, of course, one was A, the other was AS, and she was asking me that, why did I insist that she go, and they go to check their genotype? I said, you are in love now. Even if you know you're AS, you decide to marry. You are in love now. Love is clouding your judgment. You get married. You born the first one. God so gracious. Escape the SS gene. You born the second one. can't get the SS kidney. I said, when the child starts getting sick,
that crisis.
when the crisis starts, that's when you as a mother, the agony, the pain that you cannot help your child, you cannot take that pain away from your child, you will start to resent your spouse.
So, talking about sickle cell, I had like an experience of it. There was a boy that I mentored back in Nigeria. He was in my church, and the boy just loved me. His parents were, still this dysfunctional home. So the boy just loved me, and he said, he just one day, he came to visit me. From there, I just noticed he slept, and the next morning, from there, he didn't go home again. And, he said, he just told me, he said, he wants, Uncle Siwa, I want to stay with you. And he started staying with me. And I didn't know. I mean, I kind of sensed he was sick. I mean, there was something wrong with him because he was always slim and he eats a lot. I mean, I knew. Did I know he had he was a sickle cell, patient or whatever they call it. I think I knew. Then, one night, we just finished. My mom made pounded yam. We ate with white soup. We just finished it. We watched TV. We slept that night. Around 1 a.m., this guy started crying. He started shouting in the night. I woke up. Victor, what's wrong? If I just touch it, he would scream. I've never seen that kind of a thing in my life before. This boy was screaming. He started pooping. He was throwing up. Everywhere was a mess. We got a cab, rushed to the hospital, Bagada Arjolad, rushed there. These people, I mean, Trust Nigerian Hospital, it was just, he was just screaming and screaming and screaming. I was on the bed with him, long and short, this boy died in my hands. And I can remember his last words. He was saying, Uncle Siwa, please don't let me die. He just said, don't let me die. Don't let me die. Don't let me die. And
oh my God.
The doctor said, in fact, when we got there, the doctor was like, he's a sickle cell. Because when he saw his eyes, he said he's a sickle cell. And he's in crisis right now. So they did everything, and he died that day. Died in my hands. And I was like, I want.
So you that you're not even his family
do you understand? That thing traumatized me for. I can't, I couldn't eat for that entire month. I didn't know whether I was eating or not. Buried. And guess what? The mother didn't come until I think a week later. Because of this there. The mother is, I'm somewhere. It was just,
So they didn't know the boy was dead?
We called the mother and told the mother. He was like, I'm far. I'm doing something. It was the church that buried, and the boy, very talented. The boy loved me because he started doing comedy because of me. He started playing drums because of me. Because he was playing drums and they loved him in that church. He was very lively, funny. Victor, that was his name. It was the church that buried the boy. So, what we are saying is, these are things that we have to check. Check this, your genotype, your mental. These are things when you're going into a relationship with somebody, please tell him, look, we need to go evaluate, see a therapy so that we can get rid of some of these things we battle in.
I agree.
And it is not, there should be no stigma on this thing. Because it's like we make it look like it's what do they call it? It's a no-go area. Don't talk, most especially in our community as Africans.
Don't talk about it.
They call me Chris. You say the Chris? No, nobody's crazy here.
I also want to I know we're getting ready to wrap up. I also want to say this, that we need to be humans first before we start talking about you being a Christian or a Muslim or a pagan. Be a human being first. Because why do I say this? There are women and men out there. I spoke to a young guy who was raped, by his music director, by his pastor, raped by his
Wait.
neighbor. Yeah.
Here in this country?
In back home. But the guy is in this country. Guess what?
Wait, was he living with them or what?
He, children now when you just want to start to learn music. Then they started off by, start touching him inappropriately. Then reported to one of the associate pastor, and of course ended up abusing him. Then it became a cycle of him being abused. Even on the female side, he has some aunts that also abused him. So now you leave that kind of boy confused. He quickly grew up with a lot of things in his head.
Yes.
Of course, the boy was later, thank God that he was smart enough to go for therapy, spoke to his therapist, and of course, he got the help that he needed. But that's the 1% of the 1%. Please, if you know that you're out there, you've been through trauma, there are tools and resources out there that you can.
And a lot of men are actually going around with trauma. I must say, I'm a man, but I'll tell you this.
Yes.
A lot, because of our ego, we hide these things, we cover it, we don't want to talk about it, we seal it up. And then we carry this thing into relationships, marriage, and build a family.
Yes.
That's why most of our parents, some of our fathers, they died unhappy.
My father, my biological father, there's nobody in this life that like his children more than him. To the extent that we get one time we travel, go village. Now our tire bus, it was a convoy. The tire where we did, the tire come bus. They say my papa for the car. The driver, they tell us, he was shouting, my children, my children, my children. He was crying. Then, of course, everything was okay. When my papa come down from the car, my papa now police guy, come down like Bruce Lee, like say,
nothing happened.
But my mama don't already tell us, and the drivers don't already tell us. If you see that your papa, they shout like picking, my children, my children. Before my papa died, my father never told us, I love you. Does that mean that he did not love us? My father was crazy about every single one of his children.
It's something he saw.
He never told us that. Even when we can't grow up, we can't date this America. When we can't talk to our friends, say, all right, Daddy, Baba, I love you. He'll say same to you.
But it took me a while to learn it.
Bro!
I'm serious, it took me a while to learn it. Yes. It was so heavy on my lips.
To say I love you?
To my kids. Yeah, I started learning it.
Wow.
I'm not just, I think even myself and my wife, I mean, if she has to be honest, we had to learn it because we didn't grow up seeing our parents do it or anybody. In fact, so we had to sometimes I love you.
But now, baby,
I love you know now. Then we now quickly say something and move away. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have to wrap it up. God. I believe you've learned one or two things from what we talked about today, because at the end of the day, we always want you to take away something from this. And also, please like, share, follow, subscribe, send it to people, let them have this information. Like it, just like that thing. It doesn't cost you anything to press that icon there. Share it. Say something, comments on under, and let's know how we're doing. That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
And follow our handles. She's Creamy Creams on Instagram and all platforms. CY Comedy TV1. CY Comedy TV1. You see it on the screen. Follow us and let's have some fun. And please don't forget my show coming up. And until same time next week, we bring you more. It's the Free Talk Podcast.
Deuces.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.